We've never used foam containers.
It's really made a hard time for, small business.
A citywide ban on foam takeout containers is just around the corner, and now the city says it hopes launching toolkits will help businesses that are struggling with the change.
They include guidelines to help businesses choose affordable, reusable, recyclable, and compostable alternatives. They also include questions for businesses to help them in their conversations with suppliers.
Back in April, the city announced it was going to postpone a ban on things like foam containers and plastic straws after hearing from the business community that the plan was too aggressive and didn't give enough time to find alternatives to absorb the cost. The effective date of the straw ban was moved to April of 2020 and the foam container ban to January 1st, which is now just weeks away.
I think any bylaw or anything come out from the government, they need to think both sides of the business and the customer and the city hall, the environment,
David Lee has been running Broadway Chinese restaurant at the corner of West Broadway and Hemlock with his wife Hannah for 20 years. He says while they're already using aluminum containers for a lot of their takeout, he's finding it hard to source other cost-effective alternatives.
Like paper containers, yeah. Those are like more than double price. Small business is hard. We make not too much money from the business. So most costs you will have to transfer to the customers.
Something David says he doesn't like doing. Meanwhile, in Olympic Village, Matthew has been serving contemporary Pacific Rim fusion. He's been in business since 2016 and has never used the foam containers, meaning the extra cost has been a part of the menu prices since day one. But he says even then, it hasn't been all smooth sailing.
Well, the cost is much higher. At one time there was a shortage as well, so we had to use a bigger size box versus a smaller box on serving.
He agrees with David that it's getting harder to do business in the city and that it's forced him to get creative.
We've had to cut costs on myself. Like what I do is I work more. There's other ways to take shortcuts, I guess. We do a longer happy hour, for example, just getting more marketing out there.
I hope the city hall can do more to reduce the cost of the business.
As for those still selling foam after the ban is in effect,
the city is going to be working with them to make the change and achieve as much voluntary compliance as possible.
In Vancouver, David Zura, City News.